Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Tuesday, September 5th. Do you hear that? We're going to look up. We are going to look up and we're going to be at the end of September. And then we really will be down to the last 3 months of the year. So, we need to get busy. We sort of need to get busy. We've got a plan for moving our lives forward. It's just time to do what we do. Okay, so I was asked a couple of times, but specifically over this past weekend, if I could go back or if I would go back and do a quick rehash of what I call my five ways to make your dream come true. If you really want to do this thing, okay? And I am actually, you are joining me on Be Live, and so I'm sort of liking this because you can put banners up and you can put your little headings up as you go. So anyway, thank you for joining me. So I wanted to go through, how do we do this thing? Why are so many people not living their dreams? Why are they not living on purpose? What's going on with that? And so I know, as many of you do, that if we're going to do anything outside of just talking about stuff, if we're going to do anything, good morning, Johnny. If we're going to do anything beyond just talking about a dream, just, complaining that you're not living the life that you really want, we're going to have to do some work. We got to get a plan together, and we're going to have to do some work. So, I just know this. I do read a lot. I love learning, but some stuff you got to live out. Okay. Everything can't come from book knowledge. And so this is just what I've seen over and over and over again, not only in my life, but in the lives of people who are doing things, not just talking about it. Not just talking about it. So the very first step for anything to take place, for anything to happen, is you got to make a decision. As simple as that may sound, you have to decide the answer to the question, what do you want? What do you want? Not what mom and them want for you, not what your spouse wants from you, not what your teachers want. What is it that you want? Okay, and it can't be anything generalized. Oh, I want to be happier. I want more money. I want better relationships. You have to get specific with that thing. Okay, you got to get specific. Make the decision. Nothing will happen until you decide. Nothing happens. Well, I shouldn't say nothing happens. You can be up doing a whole lot of complaining. You can be doing a whole lot of whining and crying and miserable, just getting up, existing. But your living is not going to start until you make the decision. Right after you decide, you better get ready to believe. And when I say believe, I'm not just talking about, well, I believe that it can happen. That's not what I'm talking about. Or I believe that people can do it. That's not it. If you're going to change your life, if you're going to live into your purpose, God created there's not a living, breathing soul on this earth that did not come with a purpose. Like an instruction manual, like a warranty. Like if you don't quite know what's going on, you go back to the warranty manual and you read and say, oh, this is the purpose of this. I've been misusing this thing. Okay. We all come with a purpose. So the question has to be answered from you, from your soul. Do you believe that you can do this thing or have this thing or become this? Do you believe it for yourself? You have to do that. It's nice if I believe you. And sometimes when you don't have enough belief in yourself, you can borrow from somebody else's belief in you. But that's going to run thin. That's like borrowing a coat. Guess what? In the wintertime, I'm going to want my own coat back. Get your own coat. Believe in yourself. After that, We need to get ready to elevate our thinking. And when I say elevated, I really mean change the thought process. If anything is going to change in our lives, it's because we started thinking differently. We started choosing our circle of influence differently. And now because of what they think, because of how they live, because of how they interact, because of how they react or not, your thinking becomes elevated. Listen, it has nothing to do with, oh, you want me to put down my friends. These are my friends. They've been with me from, from back in the hood days. It has nothing to do with you choosing or not to kick someone to the curb. It's not that they're not good people. It's that you have chosen because of where you want to go. Your thinking has to change. You've got to raise your level of thoughts. This scarcity mentality of, there's just, I don't even know if that can be done, because who's ever done that before? Or I can't afford that. Or, if I had that, then I could. That's a mindset that you have to learn to shift. It's not going to change. Nothing will change until you start believing that. Okay, now, I just started Be Live. Okay, this is the one I'm looking for. We got to be ready to persist. You can decide with specificity what it is you want. You can really believe that you can. You can start changing your thinking by what you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're reading. But if you are not ready to have a dogged determination, not too much is going to change. You have to be persistent. You have to be willing to fall, get knocked down, and get back up again. You have to be willing to persist beyond the multitude of no's, beyond the deals that almost happened and then they fell out at the last minute. You've got to be ready to persist beyond well, you told me you were going to help and you never showed up. You got to get ready to go beyond all of that, because this is your dream. This is your life. This is yours. It's like I use the analogy of, other people may like my children, but guess what? Can't nobody love my baby and nurture my children the way I can, the way my husband can, because we love them. They were given to us. Okay, so we have to be ready to persist and go beyond the lightweight stuff. If a little road bump, a little speed bump in your life is ready to turn you around and, oh, I'm just ready to give up, that wasn't a dream. That was just, oh, that was a nice to have. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, why are you here? What do you want? It doesn't have to be anything grand, and it's what you want. It's what you want. And again, let me just put this whole caveat on everything. This is for only people who know that there is more, who know that they want more, who are hungry for more, who are looking for, they're tired of just existing. So that's who I'm talking to. If you're content and everything is good, then cool. But for even those people who are living their dream and they love what they do, if there's another level that you have not gotten to, this is for you as well. Okay. And then okay, so we know about the persist, and then the last is repeat. Well, I did it. I've been doing it for the last 3 weeks and nothing's changed. Okay, well, we're in the repeat mode now. We've got 35 plus years worth of thinking and doing and routine to break out of. If you are not willing to do all that it takes to move you into your new way of life, you're going to stay stuck. We cannot continue to do the same things, think the same ways, go the same places, do the same things, and think it's going to change. Wow, miraculously, my new life, and I didn't have to do anything. That quick and easy stuff, nope. Get off quick and easy. Get off of quick. Okay, I'm gonna end right there. I will put the link for those who have not registered for our upcoming Resuscitate Your Dream webinar. I will include the link and register. We are offering, my dream doctor colleague and I, Dr. Stephanie Hampton Cradle. I interviewed her yesterday. So you can back up in the timeline and check out my interview with her. But the dream doctors are ready to help you rescue your dream. We're tired of seeing people lose in life, in relationships, in finances, and whatever it is you want to do. So we're ready to help you resuscitate your dream and put it to the test. Let's live this thing out. Life is too short just to exist. It really is. It is way too short. And the older we get, the faster it goes. Okay, listen, thanks for joining me. Thanks for being with me. I will see you tomorrow. And until then, take real good care of yourselves. You can do this.